6 things you need to seriously think about before you buy a house, which could save you a lot of money. Roll intro. What is up everybody, my name is Gifford and welcome to another video about personal finance and property investing in my garage. I've also started my stock trading journey, so if you're into that, check it out. So today we're going to talk about 6 things that you need to do or think about before buying a house. So interestingly, the first point is actually how I managed to get that RX-8 for free. You've probably seen those other YouTube videos where they say they get a free car, but really it's just an accounting trick where they move one money from one area to another. This is probably another video in itself, but let me just quickly explain how this works because it ties in with the first point. Basically, from buying my rental property 2 years ago, there was an extra $7,000 in the account when the deal was all finalized. The money in the account starts to increase as the property starts to make profit. So in summary, without the maths and the complicated tax, I'm just freeing up the money right now that they will be paying off over the 28 years. So I'm not putting any of my money in, and that's how I get a free car out of it. I hope that makes sense. Before we start, can you please hit that thumbs up button for the beautiful YouTube algorithm? Feel free to subscribe to help the channel out. And with that said, let's get on with the video. So number 1, figure out what you want the goal to be of the house you buy. Family houses and rental properties or investment properties do 2 different things. It's all relative to price, but if you're buying a family house, it's not going to be making you any money. You're buying it because you need somewhere to live. So unlike a family home, with a rental property, you're trying to maximize rent. So the things you're looking for are very different. You're wanting as many rooms. You don't want so much of an outdoor area because all you really want is you want low maintenance, and you're renting the house out to as many people possible to increase that rent. With a rental property, you need to consider the rental yield, which basically means the property needs to make money. So just by understanding these 2 factors, you could potentially be making $10,000 to $20,000 when the right deal comes up. For the second point, are you buying the house by yourself or with a partner? If you're buying it by yourself, you're going to need a higher deposit and you're going to need higher income. This is why it's easier to get finance when it's a couple or with a partner, because the bank will see 2 incomes, therefore a lot easier to support the mortgage in hard times. For the third point, you need to get your personal finance sorted before applying. That means no credit card debt, no car payments, and any other subscription payments need to be limited. And the main reason for this is the bank wants to make sure that you have enough money left over to pay the mortgage. And this is why the banks don't want to see all these extra debts. They want to know that you can pay your mortgage comfortably without having these big other bills stretching out your finances. So number 4 is good budgeting. You still need to have a life while paying your mortgage, but you also need to make sure that all the bills are taken care of weekly. A mortgage can be a 25-year to 30-year commitment, so making sure you have a good budget in place is very important. You also want to be putting down extra money, extra $20 to $50 every week, because that will lower your total mortgage at the end. By putting in extra money each week, you're lowering your mortgage. So imagine a time at the very end where you don't have to pay any money. The 5th point is to always have a short, medium, or long-term plan. Understanding where you're going to be at with your budgeting from 1 to 5 to 10 years from now. So I just want to quickly share with you this mortgage calculator that I found. What it does is if you plug in your values, and I'll put it here beside me, you can find out exactly what your payments are over the 30 years. So this app is ridiculously helpful. It shows you weekly, monthly, or yearly payments all the way up to 30 years. Even on something that is calculated at $320,000, it's to within $20. This is typically something the banks won't give you. And I know this app is great. I'll put the link in the description. The 6th and final point is make sure you have an emergency fund. You can't predict the future, and what we've seen from the global lockdown, nothing is certain. In unforeseen circumstances like losing your job and not being able to pay the mortgage, the bank could force you to sell your house at a loss, and that could be very devastating for your financial goals. So as a general rule, you typically have 3 months worth of expenses sitting there in cash, able to withdraw whenever you need it for emergencies. With that said, thanks for watching. I hope you found value in the video. Hit subscribe to help the channel grow. Give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.